Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're a first time watcher, glad to have you here. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe button down below, please do consider doing that. That way you'll get an email every time I upload a new video there. Hit that little bell next to it as well. And if you are a returning favorite, we are glad to have you back. So today I have a little Homeworx Fall I purchased. It's all the 4 wicks. I have 11 4-wick candles here. Once again, I purchased all of these. So here we have, we're going to start off with Frozen Balsam. And Frozen Balsam, right here. This was part of the Today Special Value back in July. It was 3 candles, this Winter Hearth and Mistletoe Magic. This was the only one that returned in that trio. This was not the only one, there were a couple other returning scents from last year. But this was the only one in that trio that was returning. And the only way to purchase Frozen Balsam this year on a 4-wick is if you get this trio, which is actually still available. I think it's like $55 at the moment there. And I think it might still have free shipping. I'm not 100% certain there. But so we have Frozen Balsam. This has the silver accents with the silver lid. The Harvest set had the gold accents with the gold lids. So let's go in and let's talk about Frozen Balsam. I did buy Burn Frozen Balsam last year, so I am very, very familiar with this candle. You would think it would be something, you know, Frozen Balsam, you would think it would be like Fresh Balsam from Bath & Body Works. Completely not it at all. This has a good outdoor, cool air feel to it there. Like you're out in the woods and you've got that forest, the tree, the moss scent going on this guy. Fir Balsam, you'll see a lot of the candles I have here do have a Fir Balsam note in it. It does seem to be a recurring note through multiple candles that I have here. But if you like a good frozen winter tree scent that doesn't smell like cat pee, this is certainly going to be that. It's almost kind of like if you just have cut down your Christmas tree, or you just you bring it back from the Christmas tree farm. It's cold outside, it's warm in your house because you have the heat on, and you are under the tree. You have just put it in the stand, and you know how it kind of gives off that like cooling mist. Not really mist, but that it's very like frozen, and you could feel it coming at your face and everything on your chest there. So I'll read you the notes on this real quick there. It's Fir Balsam, Frosted Ozone, Bergamot, Oak Moss, and Evergreen. So you do have a mixture of those trees with that frozen ozone, frozen air feel to it. Next up we have Mistletoe Magic as part of the set there. So it is red wax. That was green wax before. Let's see if that'll focus in on that. Probably not. But anyhow, so Mistletoe Magic. This one, a lot of folks were saying it could be like Return of Merry Mistletoe from Bath & Body Works, Slatkin & Co. I never smelled that, so I can't say at all if it was even like that. So this is it's a fruity type of green candle, green note. Once again, it has that Fir Balsam in it, so you're getting that green and the pine needles, but it has the black currant and it has pomelo. So it's got like, it's fruity. That red currant is very, very high up on this. I'm not really picking up the Fir Balsam as much as I'm picking up the pine needles. So that being said, this scent isn't really for me. It's not really a candle that I would necessarily repurchase or burn multiple times, but we'll see. And then the other one we have here from that trio is Winter Hearth. So here we have, it's a white wax, we got the silver, we got the 4 wicks on there. This is an interesting scent because it's very light to me on cold, and I've heard this is a very strong, powerful candle. But to me, this is very, very light. I get that brandy. or yeah, that warm brandy, that's what I get. I don't get really a tree note. Maybe on the lid a little bit, maybe it'll mix when I burn it. Hopefully it will. But I mean, it's not a fireside scent, it's not a smoky scent, it's not like winter fireside. It is not that at all. The notes on this are crisp juniper, warmed brandy, incense, and icy spruce. Maybe a little of the incense, but it's not much, to be honest with you, not for me at least. So we'll see. I will either burn these three, or I will exchange them for the Harvest set, because I absolutely love the Harvest set: Autumn Pinecone, Pumpkin Caramel Corn, and Harvest Leaves. I did not get Harvest Leaves last year, and when I got it in the TSV earlier this year, I'm very, very excited to burn that one. It surprised me for not really liking cranberry scents per se. I enjoyed it. Burned it. I enjoyed Pumpkin Caramel Corn. I have not burned on Pinecone yet, but I will be doing that. So I'm kind of debating swapping these three out for the Harvest set. So we'll find out if I do that or not. Next up we have here, we'll go with this guy, which is glazed gingerbread. So this came in the, I bought the Gingerbread House figural, and this was the scent that came with it. And there was a lot of talk going on about the glazed gingerbread. I like it. It's not a very overly sweet gingerbread, and I love a good gingerbread scent, so I do like the sweet gingerbreads. I like the icing note on them there, because you don't get that sweetness on here. This is more baked. It's more like a baked note, and there's Grand Marnier in here, so you do get like a little bit of a boozy note there. But what I mainly get is I get the ginger. I get the cooked ginger. It's spicy. It's a little spicy. And the notes on this are iced gingerbread, brown sugar, Grand Marnier, and ginger. I just get maybe a little brown sugar. Maybe the brown sugar is mixed into the gingerbread, into the ginger batter. But if you're looking for an overly sweet, sugary, sweet tooth scent, this is not it. I heard that the pumpkin gingerbread, because this comes in a duo as well, with this and the pumpkin gingerbread. I did have that duo ordered. I did do some weeding out as the ship deadline was coming, and that was a casualty, because I was getting this, and I figured if I didn't like this, and I was basically paying $40 some for just the pumpkin gingerbread, I don't know what I would have done. So anyhow, that is glazed gingerbread. I like it, and it's part of the Gingerbread Treats collection. By the way, the TSV was part of the All Through the Home collection. So I can't wait to burn that. I'm actually liking that. So next up we have one of my favorites of the year. Might actually be my favorite candle of this season, and that is Christmas Lilies. I did a whole review of this a few weeks back. Man, this is just... I burned this against the fall chrysanthemums to compare and contrast the two. I had to buy sets of both. Man, because I just love a good floral scent. Like I said, it's a greenhouse scent. It's a fresh lily. It's Easter lily almost. Asiatic Oriental lilies you have going on there. The vetiver, the lang lang, and the pink pepper. The Casablanca lilies is the main note here. They're extremely fragrant. They are extremely large petals as well, so they do give a lot off. One thing I want to warn you about with the lily scents, I know lily flowers themselves, a lot of folks are allergic to them. So if you're allergic to the smell or the pollen of a lily, I don't know if that would affect you burning this candle. So that's just food for thought. But Lily scent to a T. It's kind of like if you're going into a greenhouse around Christmas time and you walk in and they have amaryllis plants, they have paper whites, they have Christmas cacti, they have poinsettias, and then they have some greenery. You put that all in the room. This is the kind of scent you're going to get from there. So the other one I have here is white birch. Now you're talking Christmas tree scent. I mean, this label, just absolutely gorgeous there. Kind of looks like a scene if you guys watched The Handmaid's Tale, and one of the scenes from one of the last episodes where June is like running in the forest. It's winter time. It just snowed. They have a bunch of birch trees. This is Christmas tree. This is if you call this Christmas tree scent, you wouldn't be lying one bit. It's got a frozen note to it. It's got balsam. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at the white wax, the white label there. So I predict this scent will probably sell out sooner or later. White birch, once again, fir balsam, and crisp winter air. So basically, if you just said this was a Christmas tree and you add a little bit of frozen winter air to the scent, that's what this is. You're cutting your fresh balsam fir down, your Fraser fir in the forest on a winter snowy day. That's what this scent is. Enjoying it. Not bad, not bad. Next up we have fall chrysanthemums. Love this one too. So I burned this a while ago. Once again, I did review this before. Had to go out and buy another duo of this. This is hands down also another favorite from this year, and it is right now is the time that you're going to be decorating your house. It's October. You're going to go to your garden center. You're going to get your mums. You're going to get your corn stalks. You're going to get your hay bale, and you're going to be out on your front porch decorating. And this is what you're going to be smelling. So this candle is a mum to a T. So I can say about it, it's got a little earthy dirt note to it there. It's got the floral note. Well, like I said before, when we talk about florals in one of my other videos, whereas the Casablanca Lily it's a bright floral, it's right there. This is more of a dull floral. It's strong. The scent is strong. So is Christmas lilies, as far as burning them. So this is a mum to a T. Take this candle and go to your local store, your local nursery, smell them side by side, or if you have your mums at home, bring it back, you know. So next up we have Autumn Bonfire. This label is awesome. I mean, there's nothing you can really say about that label. It's just awesome. So initially when I saw this, I was like, oh, there's a cranberry note in here. But the cranberry note doesn't really come through. So the crackling firewood, and the ember, sandalwood, and dark cranberry are the notes on this. I do get not like a rip-roaring fire. Like, there's no smokiness to it. If the smokiness is there, it's the smell of the embers just dying down and like the ashes. There's a little bit. If I didn't say the cranberry note comes out, it comes out a little bit. But I'm actually excited to see how this burns. But it's not like winter fireside. Where winter fireside, smoky, incense, sultry. This is a little bit more subdued than that. It's an interesting scent. It's very interesting, and I cannot wait to burn it. But yeah, the cranberry note's in there a little bit, but just don't think of a fresh fire. Don't think of like a firewood. Think of like embers and ashes after the fire's been set out. But once again, no smoke. So next up we have the Woodland Special Edition Duo, and I gotta say, Harry has outdone himself this year with these vessels. They're drop dead gorgeous because the lids also work as bases. So these are they call them hobnail. That term was new to me. So these come in a set of 2 alternating scents. So you got Woodland Cabin and Mountain Air. So you get 1 of each. And I got 2 duos of this because I don't know. I like outdoorsy scents, and I saw this the first day it was on QVC, and it was at a decent price. And then they were saying last call, yada yada yada. So I went ahead and I placed 3 orders. I got rid of 1 going down, and there were some easy pay options on there as well. So I do have 2. These are still available right now, so I'm not really sure how QVC does the whole last call bit, but you know, whatever. So this is it's like a bluish, light blue, teal almost. This is nice. So when you think Mountain Air, you think and Woodland Cabin. Most other companies, when you say these names, they're going to go cologne. They're going to go full on cologne, and that could be further from the truth here. These are not cologne at all. This is literally a fresh, crisp, not frozen, but fresh air. It does have some clementine. Is it the clementine zest in there? That just adds a whole nother aspect to this. Mountain sage, smoked vetiver, white cedar, and clementine zest. This is just a very fresh scent, very clean scent. This could probably go way into the spring, to be honest with you. I don't think it has to stay winter at all. And then this is probably the star of the show here, and that is Woodland Cabin. This is like a gray. Man. So here we go. Now we're getting into smokiness, and that's just what I love. So this has Nordic spruce, cypress, and frosted mint. And there's no smoky note listed on it, but it is smoky. This is certainly a winter scent. It could certainly pass as like a Christmas scent for sure. And I've smelled this smell before in the store. Man, it's that cedar wood, I think. But yeah, I cannot wait to burn that. The label's a little crooked, but who cares? You don't need labels on this. It's just a gorgeous piece of glass to begin with, and these are good to use, reuse throughout the holidays. So once again, like I said, this one has Nordic spruce, cypress, and frosted mint. Still available. I have 2 sets. If they go cheaper and they go on Easy Pay, I'll probably pick them up again there. So long video. Sorry about that, guys, but I do have a lot to talk about here. So okay, so that's all I have for you for today for Homeworx, and yeah. So go ahead and please hit that like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you picked up this holiday season. Let me know what your thoughts are on the holiday trio, the holiday TSV. Like I said, they're not bad scents. Don't get me wrong. They're not for me. Maybe. So I might give them a burn, see what's what. If I don't burn them, I'm just going to go ahead and swap them out for the Harvest Trio, because I know I really am enjoying that. And Autumn Pinecone and Harvest Leaves, hope they come back. I know Harvest Leaves will come back next year, because that's Harry's favorite. But Autumn Pinecone's been getting a lot of talk. Pumpkin Caramel Corn, once again, I like it. For someone who's not really into gourmandy scents, I like that. So that's saying something. So alright guys, well thanks for watching, and I will see you all real soon, and have a good one.